Good morning, YouTube. This is OneWolfe, and welcome to part 2 of my assassin tutorial. In part 1, I discussed some of the tips and tricks that I've picked up for playing a stealth-based character. In stealth-based combat, your character generally sneaks up behind the enemy and stabs them in the back, or sneaks around and snipes them from range. And if you ask most people, they will say that's exactly what an assassin should do. So before watching this episode, I suggest going back and watching part 1, where I show a few of the things that I've learned by thinking sneaky and playing sneaky. Now in part 2, I pick up from where I left off in the mines outside of Riverwood, where I was demonstrating the Fury spell, which is from the Illusion School. So, what I'm going to demonstrate in part 2 of this assassin tutorial is how to go straight from exiting from the first dungeon to finding the Dark Brotherhood, which is also the Assassin's Guild. And it's actually very easy to join up with the Dark Brotherhood at the beginning of the game. So I show off a few shortcuts that I had to learn the hard way. There's also a side quest that is related to the Dark Brotherhood, but is not entirely necessary. However, it will help you out later on. So, without any further ado, let's get on with the adventure! Okay, so, in order to find the Dark Brotherhood, we need to go back to Riverwood first. Aha! That's what I was looking for right there. That is the door to the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. And the only way to get a hold of them is if they get a hold of you first. So what we're going to do is, there's a quest that you can complete that will cause them to appear.
Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose.
Okay, what you got to do is you got to go to the inn first. Any inn will do. In fact, you don't even have to do this. This is just what you should do coming straight out of the very first dungeon. You come and you talk to this guy, and you ask him for rumors.
Drink. There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood.
The Dark Brotherhood. That's what we're looking for right there. He might give you other quests or other rumors, but just keep talking to him. Ask him again. He'll give you another one. I've gotten as many as 5 different quests from just talking to him for rumors. Any innkeeper will do this. I believe even she will have rumors.
Word is Ulfric Stormcloak escaped from the Imperials. War is only going to get worse now.
Okay, so now that we've got the rumor, we can check our quest log. And we'll look at our miscellaneous. Join the Stormcloaks, visit the college, talk to Aventus Aretino. We want to select that one as appearing on the map, or highlight it so it appears on the map. We want to bring up our map, and it looks like we need to go to Windhelm. But it's a long walk, so there is a shortcut. But we first have to go to Whiterun. That's the closest location from here. There is also an important quest. It's a kind of a side quest, but it gives you, I wouldn't say points, but gives you better relations with the Dark Brotherhood. So if we head over to Whiterun first, there's a carriage that we can hire that will take us to Windhold, but it'll probably be expensive. So doing this other quest first, if you're just going straight for the Dark Brotherhood, I would suggest doing this alternate quest first. You'll get some money, which you can pay to the carriage driver to get you to a wolf. You can also do other side quests, search dungeons, get some items, and sell those.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
Okay, here's the guy I was looking for. He's got a broken wagon, and he needs some help. He is a member of the Dark Brotherhood, but this is not one of the key quests. It's a side quest, and it's best to do it as early as possible. And like I said, you might need some money for the journey up to Windhelm.
You need something?
So let's come up here and talk to Cicero.
Ah, bother and befuddle! Stuck here! Stuck! Mother, my poor mother.
So he's got a problem. His wagon wheel is broken.
I'm taking mother to
I'm gonna skip over this. If you really want more details on this quest, watch my watch my LP. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can get more information.
Go to the
Or
farm.
watch it if you want. But I'm going to skip what he has to say. What you need to do is you need to run up here to this farm and talk to the farmer and convince him to fix the wagon wheel. It's really easy to do, but at the moment I'm going to quick save it.
That should be all right.
Like most of the quests in this game, there's two ways you can complete it.
Half the field
You can convince him to help, or you can go tell a guard and have him arrest Cicero instead.
Oh, for the love of Mara, what now?
Help the little
Cicero
man.
fella? Huh, tell me something I don't.
Yes.
Why can't he just leave us alone? Pay me. Have you seen the man? And he's transporting some junk.
Yeah, I know he's
Have anything
crazy,
there.
but
War contraband, weapons, skooma? Ain't no way I'm getting involved in
he's
any
a
of that.
stranger who needs assistance. Please do the right thing.
What?
That's the option
And
that you
just
want
who
to
in
pick.
Mara's name are you anyway? Hmm? Come here, telling me my business. And for what? To help a
Try and use your persuasion.
Look, yes, you're right, you're right.
It's pretty
Fella
easy.
might be nutters, might not.
Even with a 15,
The fact is, he
I
needs help.
succeeded.
Look, thanks. And I'm sorry for my unneighborly reaction. If you talk to Cicero...
Whatever. And then you run back to Cicero, and he'll do a little dance and thank you and give you some gold. And I think the last time I tried it, it was a lot of gold. It was a decent amount.
Poor mother!
I talked to him, he's fixed your wheel.
Here for your troubles. Shiny, clinky gold. A few coins for your kind deed. And thank you again.
Wait until it shows up on the screen. Huh. Ah, 400. Okay. So the next thing I need to do is actually head back to Whiterun, and I'm going to hire a wagon. I'm not going to walk through all of this. It's cool. There's a lot of dungeons and adventures and things to explore and kill and all kinds of cool stuff along the way. There's even an inn, or not an inn, but a mill right around here for one of the Assassin's Quest. So I would suggest that it is worth it to walk this area, but I'm trying to do this quickly, so I'm going to take the shortcut and head back to Whiterun. Okay, there's one other thing that I need to mention about the sneaky type character, and looking at this tower in the distance reminded me. Once you complete the Bleak Falls Barrow quest and you come down here and you talk to the Lord of Whiterun, the dragon eventually attacks this tower, and if you haven't guessed already, backstab does not work on dragons. won't work. So, and more often than not, the dragons are going to be flying, so you do need a ranged weapon, and I suggest using a bow. So, you definitely want to increase your bow skill. If you don't like bows, go magic instead. Those are, from what I've seen and experienced, the two best ways to fight a dragon. Either a bow or magic. So pick one. Okay, I'm outside of Whiterun. This is the Whiterun stables. Once again, we need to get up here to Windhelm, where our quest for the Dark Brotherhood will continue. This is probably the fastest, shortest way to get there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and talk to him.
I can take you to any of the
I need to
whole
hire
capital.
your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Where do I want to go? I want to go to Windhelm.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Okay. We're going to need to remember where the stables are because we're going to need to come back. And to get to Windhelm, we cross over this bridge. No harassing guards this time. See, that's the guy we're looking for, the Aretino boy. And when you arrive in Windhelm, people will start talking about him, which is why you really don't need to go to the tavern and get the quest. You just come to Windhelm. That's all you need to do. People will talk about it a lot. But if you don't know how to find Windhelm, or you don't know how to find his house, it's best to have the quest activated and just follow the map. But I believe his house is up over here. These two kids are talking about Aretino as well. If you want, listen to them, talk to them. They have other things you might be interested in. Here's where lockpicking comes into play. To get into the Dark Brotherhood, you have to pick a lock. And you will have to pick quite a few locks. Now, I'm not going to tell you the whole story about the Dark Brotherhood. There's a book here you can read about, and you can talk to a bunch of the characters about the Dark Brotherhood. But this guy is trying to get somebody killed, and this is how they go about it.
Sweet mother, send your child. Finally! It worked! I knew you'd come. I just knew it!
You go ahead and you do his quest for him.
Over and over with the body
yes,
and
I know.
Things. And then you came. An assassin from the Dark Brotherhood.
Option 2 or 3 is what you want.
It took so long. So very long. The headmistress is... So I ran away.
I'll tell you all about what needs to be done.
Sacrament. Now you're
but I'm just going to skip ahead and...
the kind.
go to it. Now we're going to need to head over to Riften, and if you don't already have it, I would say the fastest way to do this is to simply take the stables or take the carriage. My Khajiit assassin character never uses the stables because I'd rather explore and find everything that I can along the way, but in this tutorial I'm trying to show the quickest, fastest way to get where we're going. I need to go to Riften.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Alright. And he'll tell us a story about Riften. Or not. Okay, now Riften is going to be a little tricky to get into. If you don't have a decent persuasion, you might end up having to pay the guards, but I believe it's the guard on the right that we need to talk to.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
You're obviously a thief. I kill thieves. I would try the persuasion first.
Keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in.
Unless you really want to pay him,
unlock
but
the gate.
he's just ripping everybody off.
The gate's unlocked. You can head inside when you're ready.
Welcome to Riften, home of the thief.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that the Thieves Guild is here in Riften. Not going to discuss how to get into the Thieves Guild. If you want more information, check out my Let's Play. I might even put a link in the
I had another
description.
run-in with a Thieves Guild.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble.
Thieves Guild.
Yeah, I don't care who you are either.
I'm really getting tired of your
That guy always bothers you the first time you come into town. But what we're looking for is
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
the game to crash. Okay, I'm back.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses.
But what
When
we're
you
looking
follow
for
me,
now
you're back
is
on time for double.
to finish our quest, and I don't believe the quest is even active. So, turn off the miscellaneous, turn on Innocence Lost. That's what we're looking for. Hey, buddy.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Okay, this is where we need to go. We need to wait until night, but I would wait on the inside. So what time is it? It's 1 p.m. Actually, what I'm going to do... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. And then I'm going to wait until... I'm going to wait 6 hours. 6 hours. And we'll see if that's sufficient. If that's too long of a wait, we'll just reload it. Now, what I need to do is... I already know where her bedroom is.
We'll get an extra beating.
So...
Do I make myself
Oh,
clear?
her bedroom is in that room there.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here. Until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, darling. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
Now, the best thing to do is just to wait for her to go to bed. But it's not necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and save right here, and let's see if we can just... Okay, looks like my quick got... Okay. We just... And she screams. She always screams. And the kids rush in. And they generally don't care. They're actually happy.
I cannot best you.
And obviously the kid is in my way.
Just leave here. Leave us alone. No more. I
kill Grillin! Ah!
But like I said, you don't always have to be sneaky. It is possible to get out of here without being seen. But she's always going to scream, and the kids are always going to run in, and you'll always have a bounty in Riften. It's usually like 40 gold. It's not a big deal. Hey, guess what I just did?
Stay out of trouble, lizard.
Funny. Okay, so to finish the quest, we need to return to Aventus, but we don't need to hire the carriage. We can just go straight to Windhelm. Fast travel. And once we're here, sneaking is not required. We just run over to Aventus. Don't need to pick his lock a second time. And just come and talk to him.
Well, Grelhod the Kind. Is she, you know?
Yep. Took care of it.
Aha! I knew you could do it. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again.
Alright, that's it. But in order to actually encounter the Dark Brotherhood, there's one more step that we have to go through. And no, I'm not going to keep it a secret. What I need to do is find Free Winter's house. I need to find a tavern or an inn. So I will be right back once I find where that is. Or sleep in some bed somewhere. It doesn't matter. You just need to sleep in a bed. I'm guessing this is the inn or the tavern. It kind of looks like one.
Isabella's gone.
This here's Candle
I'd like to rent a room. There we go.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
All right.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way. From this land that we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
Come on. Are you going to show me where it was? Or I'm just going to go find it.
Hail to Ulfric. You are the High King. In your great honor we
Every night,
I
walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think
We're
of
the
them.
children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when
An elven bard.
Beckons,
Looks like a dark elf, that.
dies.
Alright, where is this room? I think it's over here. Okay.
But this land is ours,
That's the bed.
and we'll see
Alright.
it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and doubts.
Okay, so here we are. We found a bed. I'm going to
All
quick
hail
save,
to Ulfric.
but
You
I do
are
know
the
what's
High
about to
King.
happen, so
In your great honor.
doesn't matter. Sleep for an hour, sleep for a day. Pretty sure it doesn't matter which bed you sleep in. They always somehow find you, but I think you do have to wait the 3 days.
Sleep well.
And this is Astrid, the leader of the Dark Brotherhood.
Does it matter? You're warm, dry.
She wants you to
half of
do a
Skyrim
little task
oh,
for
but
you.
But there is a slight problem. You see, that little Grelhod the
She's upset that you
repay.
stole her contract.
Well now, funny you should ask. If you turn
And
around,
she's set
you'll
up a
notice-
little
you
test
see,
for you.
Make your choice. Make your kill. Am I to take your silence as a... Then you know where we stand. Make your kill and we're square. Repayment of your debt is but a discreet knife thrust away.
Now, I will give you guys the solution to this one. It's not him, not her, and not him. She just wants you to kill somebody. So, when I did it as my my other character, I just went and killed all of them. He actually had a pretty decent suit of armor on him. If you're doing this pretty early, I would, and you just want to kill one person, I would kill him He's got the best stuff on him to take. Let's see what the spell does. Nothing. That's about it. And then you talk to Astrid.
Ah, the feisty good wife. Quite the mouth on her. Someone must have wanted her dead. Right? When most would speak, you listen. You think. You understand that the only thing that matters is you following my orders. To kill. Of course. And you've repaid your debt in full. Here's the key to the shack. But why stop here? I say we take our relationship to the next level. I would like to officially extend to you an invitation to join my family.
And this is where you get to join the Dark Brotherhood. She gives you the location on your map, and it's in
Remember,
Falkreath,
the sanctuary is in the southern pine forest, just beneath the road and away from.
So if you check your map, you are now way up here in the north. I did use this quite often as a jumping point to get to Solitude and Dawnstar and Winterhold. I could have also used the carriages, but I never did. Morthal is also kind of cool. It's a small town, but it's close by. But the Dark Brotherhood is down here near Falkreath. And I will show you guys how to get in there. I'm going to go to Whiterun Stables again. Oh, there's enemies nearby. I'm going to have to go walk around until they're gone. Okay, just outside of the shack, I ran into a frost spider who was attacking a wild horse running around loose. So I grabbed the horse. It's not stolen. It never actually said steal horse, so it's my horse for now. Hopefully it stays with me. I don't know if getting off the horse and walking around will cause it to wander off, but where I'm headed is to the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, and I was going to show you guys how to find that at least before ending this tutorial. And it's actually off the side of the road, down here. Yep, there it is. See, it says ride horse. It never said steal horse. So I don't know if the horse is going to follow me around like an owned horse, or it's just going to wander off. I don't care. It didn't cost me nothing. But this is the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary door. And unless you already know what the password is, either you get it from Astrid, or if you're able to fight Astrid in that shack, you can find I believe in Solitude. I'm not sure. I haven't actually followed that quest line, but you can find an Imperial soldier, general or something, and he'll give you a quest to destroy the Dark Brotherhood. And then he'll give you a password to get into the door. Those are the only two ways you can get into the door. Either get the password from Astrid, or defeat Astrid and find the Imperial General and get a password from him.
What is the music of life?
And of course, it's the first choice. Alright, now we're here inside of the Dark Brotherhood, and the last thing I'm going to show is how to acquire the armor. The nice black. First of all, there's a set right here on the shelf. I usually consider this a spare set. The main way to do it is just to walk up here and talk to her. I'm going to skip over what she has to say. I'm honored. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's it. That's where you get it. I'm going to go to items. I'm going to show it off. Apparel. Shrouded armor. I later on changed this out for the Thieves Guild armor because the Thieves Guild gives you, I think, 40 pounds extra weight to carry. But the boots, definitely muffled movement. Pretty cool. Adds like a really nice bonus to your sneak. Cowl. Great for the bow. 20% more damage. Gloves. The stealth character, when in combat, primarily attempts to do backstabs. So this gives you an extra bonus to your backstab. Robes. Destruction spells. Nice. I hadn't seen those before. But that's if you want to be the magic-based assassin. So let's pick up the rest of that. Shoes. We have additional items. Hand wraps. Oh, cool. Maskless? Okay, hand wraps, hood. Oh, wow. I didn't know this was here. Sneaking is 25% better. Robes and shoes. Wears muffled and moves silently. Okay, I guess that's for the mage. Huh. I guess you can't mask an Argonian. I don't know. Robes, shoes. But I would go with that. The boots. Maybe the hood. And the gloves. I'd go around like that. Oops. That looks actually kind of cool. You don't have any armor on your head though, but you do have a lot better sneak. Okay, this is OneWolfe playing Skyrim. You guys have been a great audience, and this is going to be the end of part 2 for the assassin tutorial. If I do manage making a part 3, which I'm not sure when or if that's going to happen, what I'm going to try and do for part 3 is discuss alchemy for the assassin. So you guys have a good day.